seems despair is growing and the pacing is getting slower. I do not really like that. I thought this pacing was going to be a little bit faster. And even though the ending does suggest that there will be hope, I still feel like a very strong despair is heading in the air. It's the Black Clover chapter 173, and I am the Angry and Defend the Despair reviewer. The Golden Dawn elves all head towards the town, perhaps even all the other elves as well. And they are a lot of them. Seriously, how many elves is there? How can they stop them? Either way, the spoiled and annoying king is accusing Rangus' family for traitoring, especially when he hears about the fact. I'm pretty surprised though that he is actually the one who's saying that he went mad in the place. Of course, the family says that their dear Langrus is not a traitor. I mean, who knows. But then we see that woman that is said to be Langrus' fiancée. It turns out that this sick girl, this ill girl is actually related to the king. I think they said that before, but apparently the king is her grand uncle. So either way, the Golden Dawn elves all gather at the one spot, and whereas apparently the three great royal families live, meaning that we will probably soon hear the truth on how the elves were killed. Very likely it was these three families that decided to kill them. Of course, the elves just break open the door, as we do see some other elves, even one who somehow has some compass magic. Pretty strange one. Either way, the glasses elf head towards the right side, the smile freak to the left, while of course the Langris possessed one, I forgot his name right now, but is having straight ahead. Elsewhere, Yami and Finral sees the destruction, so Yami says they have to go to the palace while leaving the Magic Knight in town to handle the rest. Yami, do you honestly think the other Magic Knights can stand any chance against the elves? Either way, they enter the castle where four elves all stayed up and have already made short work of the other Magic Knights. My point exactly what I just said. How the hell can Magic Knights that are not captains stand against these elves? Even the captains seems to have trouble with that. Because even Yami is a little bit saying that four of them is bad. But then suddenly they get reinforcement by someone who is not possessed by an elf. I mean, it turns out that he is not an elf at all. Who is that? Well, it's Jack the Ripper, who is happy to hear some slice up. Of course, he and Yami begins to bicker a little bit, saying like, took you long enough, and how are you hogging all the fun? So, well, either way, the elves gather up their powers, and Jack tries to cut one of those magic. But it turns out that it's very strong and it's almost uncuttable. Yami meanwhile deals with the other ones and tries his best, while Finral tries to escort the injured one out of here. So the true captains are having trouble. However, they instead says that it's time you cut loose, you long-ass weirdo. Yeah, whatever, says Jack as he modifies his death sight and finally cuts up the elf wearing stone rocks magic in pieces, much to its shock, as he reveals, as we finally begins to see Jack the Ripper's true power. It's, I was pretty wondering why is he always using Death Scythe as his magic. Well, it turns out that his Death Scythe magic is actually stronger than we thought, because when he is fighting, he can adjust the blade's properties to match his enemy's magic, meaning that there is nothing he cannot cut. So now Jack the Ripper is getting serious. And that is pretty satisfying to at least see one elf being knocked out there. But is there enough? Where is the reinforcements? Where is they? And how long are we going to wait for the only one who can dispel the elf's possessions? The despair is just so growing these last chapters. It was satisfying end to it all, but other than that, it just felt like very big despair of it all. And I'm still not really liking the elves despite their vengeance being justifiable. But I have to say, Jack, I got no respect for you, my friend. Especially the fact that you can modify your death sight in battle. Well, he was said to be a battle maniac. I didn't think he meant it like this. So it's like that. Now we'll see true cutting power. Uh, who can cut up even the greatest of magic, including that of an elf. So we'll see how that will happen now. And also, Jamie, don't fall behind to these twerps. You are strong. So give me your thoughts if you have any.